sure that she can't get on this signal?
Yes, through that techno bubble I just said there is absolutely no way Vanilla can ever get this signal. I'm sure of it.
Good. Because she didn't hold up her end of the bargain with a new copy of Pebble and the Penguin, so I don't want her anywhere near my review. Right, Obnoxious? She's not going to get anywhere near it?
Yes, because that's my job.
Okay, Obnoxious.
Yeah, I'm the best at this job, so she can't take it. Oh, hell no, she will never take it.
Alright, Obnoxious.
It's the only thing I know how to do in life.
Obnoxious. Fine! It's good. Shut up. I won't replace you. I promise. You're annoying enough. I don't need Vanilla here.
Really? You do, Jim.
Let's get this over with. Finally onto Pebble and the Penguin. What the hell took me so long to get this out? Well, first I couldn't find zip on the internet of any, downloadable copies of this, so I had to get an actual copy of it. So I went through eBay, Amazon.com, and etc., and I found a copy of it, a VHS copy. And I waited about 4 weeks for it to arrive, and on the day that I got it, after I put it into my VCR once to record, it broke, VCR and all. So I was a little peeved. But hey, maybe I could just fix the tape somehow. I could always get a new VCR. But somebody had a different idea on that. So, that was out of the question. So I had to trudge around 7 Walmarts just looking for any sort of DVD until I found our copy today. A DVD copy that was worth about $5. And you know what? After all that work, was it worth it?
Oh, Vanilla, the toilet killer. In the house. Bitch.
Oh, Obnoxious! You fail at everything you do in life. Vanilla, what do you want?
Like I'm here to unfairly compare your review to Nostalgia Critic's review, like obey.
I wrote this review before the Nostalgia Critic ever even talked about putting out Pebble and the Penguin.
Like you're totally ripping them off. It's not like reviewers can review the same movie or anything. Like, God. Like, there's nobody who does that. So, I'm just gonna stay here and bitch about how you reviewed this movie. Like,
let's go with Pebble and the Penguin. As the movie begins, we are thrown into an Arctic paradise where the narrator fills us in on the story.
There is a charming tradition observed by the Adelie penguins. Once a year during the mating season, all the male birds gather on the Antarctic beaches, and there each selects an extraordinary pebble. With pebble in hand, each male presents his precious gift to the lady he most desires. If she accepts it, they mate for life.
Actually, doesn't actually start on just the narrator. No, we have to have the cliched opening of a book opening up, which was about used in, how many animated movies at the time? Almost every single one at the time! And just like every single animated movie at a time, it starts with a song. Goody. Oh, and it's by Barry Manilow.
What's your problem, motherfucker? Like, this is Barry Manilow. Like, his, music is it's amazing.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the horrible, ugly penguins that are just dancing around with horribly proportioned legs, bodies. Just, all in all, horribly proportioned, but maybe it's not that. Maybe it's just that this song is unbelievably dull.
It's Barry Manilow. Like, he's the most, creative guy, ever.
You know what I think? I think Barry Manilow just watched a little bit too much Annie before writing this song. Because that's what it sounds like. Okay, let's forget that boring-ass song, so we can meet our main protagonist, Hubie. He's clumsy, shy, short, fat, and has a speech impediment. You know, everything that makes a great protagonist. Well, at least Don Bluth's sticking to what he knows. Next we meet the love interest in the movie, Marina. And she has a great personality. But why should I see it? Vanilla is such a big fan, apparently. Maybe she should just tell us all her great personality. So why not? Vanilla?
Yeah, fine. I'll do, what your tiny, primitive mind can't do. Marina's she's
Yeah, I think that says everything about her. After the first in a line of totally forgettable musical numbers, we find Hubie telling a story to three other birds, who aren't penguins, I might add, and should probably be frozen birdsicles in this type of weather.
Well, once there was a penguin who fell in love with the most beautiful girl penguin in the whole rookery.
Did she love him back?
They never even met. You see, he was painfully shy.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, our main hero, the character that children should greatly connect with, apparently he likes to lie. Because remember, kids, what Hubie the fat, stutter-spewing penguin says, that if you lie, your dreams will come true, and you'll also get the ladies. Well, that's what I think the message is here, because after he lies, he falls right back into the arms of Marina.
Goodness glaciers!
Joke! Painful! Wow, beautiful contrived love at first sight. I haven't seen a romance this well developed since Don Juan and Elizabeth. But someone doesn't care much for Hubie getting to first base with Marina, and that is, what the hell is that thing?
I'll knock the stunner right out of him.
I said that the other penguins looked ugly before? This guy's a monstrosity! He looks like a mashed together mixture of a wolf, a penguin, Superman, wearing MC Hammer's parachute pants. Well, this is Drake, the evil villain of this picture, and he's voiced by Tim Curry. You know, like he is in every other animated project that he's in. So Drake scowls at this sudden turn of events and begins to make the traditional villain speech.
Marina doesn't know it yet, but she's going to be my wife. Our children will be the strongest, the smartest, the bravest, not to mention the best looking. Why, they'll be just like me.
In less pretentious terms, he just wants to her. Later, Marina and Hubie meet up for their date, where they...
Sometimes I wonder what the colors mean.
have another musical number. Like, didn't we just have one, 5 minutes ago?
Like your eyes, Sometimes I wonder why the moon is new, where the stars are shooting to when they're shooting through.
Well, if you didn't pass out from boredom, we move on to the next day, where Hubie is out looking for the perfect pebble to propose to Marina with. But Huey doesn't have that much luck. Sadly, Huey doesn't get a pebble. I know, we're all so terribly sad for Huey. Why don't we just fit another cliche before the obvious plot point comes?
Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. Wish I may, wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight.
Wow, haven't seen any movie ever do this before, except the majority of all Disney movies. But wait, Hubie, I do hear your plot device coming now.
Wow. Oh my. It's perfect.
So without becoming sterile from the most likely radioactive space pebble, Huey begins running around like a total spaz looking for Marina so that he can give her his pebble to her, but he is evilly tricked by Drake.
Says, nerd. Marina is mine.
You big bully!
Great! The fight between good and evil is now brought down to third grader level. Whoopee.
Hope you can swim better than you can talk.
Well, because he's obviously a penguin and can obviously swim, dropping him in the water would be completely wasted, and you just did it, you moron. Well, anyway, now Mr. Leopard Seal has his turn at skinning our hero. Oh, well, that's just silly. Oh, not the fact that the seal is big. I already know seals can get that big. The fact that the ice broke off into a perfect cube shape. Because all ice in nature breaks off into cube shapes. We just all know that. Well, now that the seal is choking on ice, Hubie swims back to shore and gives his pebble to Marina, and they live happily ever after. Unfortunately, that would be the case, but you wouldn't have a movie if you did that. After that bit of a plot hole, Hubie abruptly finds himself on the sweet ship Misery. While on Misery, Hubie meets a bunch of other ugly-looking penguins who have been captured by God's most deadliest creature, humans!
Oh, like, what are you talking about? This movie doesn't have an environmental message.
Yeah, fishermen with lightning striking right behind them in the background, capturing cute little penguins and putting them in metal cages. No over-the-top environmental message here.
Like, yeah, like, I told you so. What?
So what do these penguins do all day, you might ask? Well, they eat what looks like actual crap, and they talk about how they are sad on the sweet ship Misery.
If you're into pain and agony, if you love the great indoors.
I lie, of course. This movie might actually be bearable if this song weren't in it. You know what? I feel better now. Well, after the penguins don't escape while out of their cages, 3 sailors bring in the sidekick of the movie, Rocco, but it does seem to be having a little bit of trouble handling one penguin.
Let's get some tunes below. Open the door.
Ah! No! Penguin! Too strong! Ah! It's cute and fluffy! Ah! Anyway, Rocco asked the other penguins for their assistance in an escape plan, but Hubie is far too busy to hear this because he's looking deep into his magical space pebble, which for some reason lets him see Marina and Drake. How can it do that?
Oh, well, obviously, it's a magical space pebble. Like, duh.
Yeah, sure, that's an excuse. So Hubie sees Drake putting the moves on Marina, but she wisely refuses because what would your penguin kids look like if you point someone with those huge man tits?
You must choose a mate before the full moon mating ceremony, or be banished. Gosh, that's the law.
AKA, they really couldn't think of a better excuse. So with his new knowledge that Drake is trying to put the moves on Marina, Hubie joins forces with Rocco, and they escape the humans in a not-so-thrilling escape scene. After escaping, Hubie and Rocco end up in Tahiti, and Hubie begins to think of a way back to Antarctica before the penguin marriage ceremony can end. He asks Rocco for help, but obviously because he doesn't want to babysit a fat, bumbling idiot, he refuses. But Rocco does tell Hubie's history of flying, though, and this is when Hubie's true nature shines through.
You wanna fly, do you?
Don't laugh.
Rocco, everybody knows penguins can't fly.
You're wrong. You are dead wrong. Our ancestors flew. They gave us wings, but we can't fly. I mean, whose idea of a...
Your hopes and dreams are completely false, while mine are completely right! Hypocrite. Hubie then, because he's such a nice guy, lies to Rocco, telling him that he knows someone that can teach him how to fly. And because they wouldn't drop 30 IQ points when talking to Hubie, Rocco stupidly accepts his offer and takes him to Antarctica. Are you sure we didn't mix up the two protagonists? We got the dreamer and we got the asshole. I think I see a mix-up here. We cut the trick once again, putting the moves on Marina.
Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. My funny...
Oh, come on. Another song? You know, if you didn't have all these songs in this movie, you might have been able to put in, I don't know, character development, which I heard was actually important in a movie. We cut back to Rocco and Hubie, where after Rocco nearly kills himself trying to fly, Hubie reveals that truth, that he doesn't really have a friend who can teach Rocco how to fly, and Rocco takes it rather well.
You dumb penguin nerd. No, you. You decided to lie to me. To drag me through 3,000 miles of water and killer whales.
But Hubie knows how to fix this.
Clear! Clear of that beak! Clear!
Oh my God. That was
Oh, fudging stupid!
thank you, Vanilla. Oh, bite me. Okay. Well, after Hubie and Rocco become best friends once again, we move on into Marina's song sequence. And guess what? It's boring as hell. So moving on to Rocco and Hubie being best friends once again, but this time outrunning a seal. They quickly get rid of him, anticlimactically I might add, and they lead into...
Look how we get along together.
Stop it! Can't you go 5 minutes without your penguins just erupting in the song and just singing these bland-ass songs? Please!
We'll find our way through stormy weather. Just you and me right to the end. Hey, buddy, looks like
No!
we're two birds of a
That's what the movie wants me to do.
Hey, Rocco, what do you call a flower before it opens?
What?
What do you call a flower before it opens?
A bud.
I love it when you call me Bud.
And I'm glad to comply. Thank God Free Willy comes in to take care of these musically crippled penguins.
Rocco! Oh no. Oh, Rocco.
Oh no, Rocco is dead. Boo-hoo, oh boo-hoo. We'll never see him again. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. Well, no time to mourn, but he obviously not fake out death. Time for Huey to man up and save Marina from Drake raping her. Okay, this is it. Fat, awkward, slow penguin versus super buff penguin. Who do you think wins? Society.
I didn't come 3,000 miles and lose my best buddy to be stopped by the likes of you.
Dude, I don't care about your stupid sexual needs. Just beat his head so we can end this movie. So Hubie saves Marina. Hooray. And Rocco's alive. Whoopee, I guess. Oh look, Drake's alive. Oh no. Ah. Yeah, that's what I kinda expected. So now it looks like Huey and the gang are doomed. But what is Rocco doing? You know, after all this, after the crappy songs, the ugly looking penguins, and the complete cliche of the story is, I really don't care. As long as it ends, I'm happy. So Hubie and Marina get together and Rocco teaches their kids how to fly. Apparently during Christmas, judging by their hats. And they fly up into the sunset, preferably right into the sun. So that was a Pebble and the Penguin. So, is it worse than a Troll in Central Park or Thumbelina? No. But in a way, that's what makes it worse. I won't harp on the other two movies for long because you can just watch my reviews for that. A Troll in Central Park was overly cutesy and filled to the brim with fluff, and Thumbelina is just sexist and uninvolving. But Pebble and the Penguin is just meh. It feels like a project that no one gave a crap about because it has zero the Don Bluth charm and creativity like it is in any of the other movies. Like, sure, the other two movies sucked, but at least they had creative elements in it. This is filled to the brim with cliche upon cliche. It's just a movie about marriage. Marriage with penguins. Sure, Thumbelina was a movie about marriage. But that was different, having the protagonist being a woman. This is just penguins. That's it. And while the movie overall is passable, its sheer overcompensation of music, bland music I might add, the plain uninspired characters, and the confused sense of how people interact with each other, it deserves to be forgotten with the rest of the greater number of Don's 90s flops. Actually, you know the sad thing about this case? Even though this is a better movie than a Thumbelina and a Troll in Central Park, Don bailed on this movie. I'm serious. Don and a few other animators bailed on this movie because they didn't like where this was headed. So they didn't like it headed for mediocrity, apparently. So, Vanilla, what did you think of my review? Well, guys, I think I just beat Vanilla. Yes! And that's another victory for Cartoon Corner. So tune in next time for when I start my Halloween special, where I review another cartoon reality, which really isn't a Halloween special, but it's scary nonetheless. So tune in next time where I review Yogi! Penguin, what are you doing there? Wait, why do you have that phone? Oh no! Oh no 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 no! You better not do what I think you're gonna do!
Hi. That's mine.
Oh.
I got me.
Stupid Penguin, stupid Vanilla, and stupid Obnoxious. I told him to clean this out like thousands of times, and he still hasn't done it. Stupid movie! Stupid! Ah!
Everything alright, WHYBOY?
No, not everything's alright, Harold. I got a troll living in my house, the devil, and an annoying-ass ghost. So no, I'm a little peeved off.
Oh, your needs, your needs. Let's talk about me for a second. I got the walls in my Toshi with the perfect shade of black. Aren't you so ecstatically happy for me?
Oh, goody for you. Why don't you go make a margarita or something?
Oh, you're lost. 5 out of 10 virgins say that their souls literally burn out of their throats after they drink it.
Okay, who put my copy of Troll Central Park in here? What the? Oh, head of a flower? Hey, Harold! Did you place this in here?
Is it a disembodied head of an orphan?
No.
Then it's not mine! Want a burning hot margarita?
Fine. I could use something to drink.